And you gotta do that kind of stuff because the extra stuff, bro. I like to. You'll see, bro, when I put that shit together, man. You know what I'm saying? But we lied though. Here we go.
All right.
It's time for tea time.
Winfrey, nigga, I'm on my own. Not E40, can't tell when to go. This my shit, tune in, you don't. I be getting my beauty rest, no stress. Keep it off camera, I'm classy. Ain't no backseat driving, this ain't no taxi. I can pull it to your spot, you too antsy. Look, niggas ain't sleep, they fake nodding off. I am not human, nigga, no, not at all. Nose of the shrinks, nigga, knock it off. I ain't LaMelo, but it's time to, hey. Yeah, nigga, it's time to ball. Shout out to the niggas that pick you up but let you fall. Cap blocks on, cause holding shift takes too long. Try to go back to erase the shit I do wrong. Can't move wrong, and nigga, I don't need the passenger. Not in the street, but pull strings like the vacuum suck. Spit like you Daffy Duck, they lightweight, styrofoam, XY, chromosome, mandate, stand, yeah, little guy, big mouth, pipsqueak. Niggas get active in the city, I know. I can't tiptoe, I got big feet. Niggas ain't got shit that I envy, no. Left hand, right hand, I finish with both. Shit's no joke, and it's clear as the coast. Got off my ass, nigga, I need a toast. This my shit, tune into you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what it do. Want to welcome you to the Tea Time podcast, but it's the official Artist Unplugged. Artist Unplugged. Man, listen, that's the moves, bro. That's the moves that are being made, dog. Those are the moves that are being made, and I constantly be trying to tell people, man, like, it's the work that's unseen that people don't realize. You know what I mean? They always want to see what you put out in the forefront, what's in their face. You know what I mean? Because they want to see what's on your plate. But, man, listen, they don't understand what's in your pantry. They don't understand what's in your freezer. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So this is some things that I was doing beforehand. You know what I mean? But wait, before I even jump into this, because I know people like, wait a minute, but when this thing came on, that thing was jumping, bro. What that was? That was jumping. You know, run that back. You feel what I'm saying? And
real quick.
That's Dizzy, man.
One
That's
time
my
for the
boy,
one time.
Dizzy Like RZA. You know what I'm saying?
What it is, man. What is good with you?
Thank you, man. First of all, I want to say thank you, you know what I mean, for coming and sitting in with me here, you know what I mean, at the Tea Time podcast for the Artist Unplugged kickoff. You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's the kickoff, man.
I appreciate it, my nigga. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
For real, yeah, bro.
But no, this shit's fire, dog.
It's something special, man. It's something special. I do want to welcome everybody to Artist Unplugged. It's the show where we go beyond the canvas. You know what I mean? We going beyond the mic. We going beyond the stage. Even beyond the studio. You know what I mean? We going to uncover stories behind the art. You know what I mean? Because that's what Tea Time is all about, man. We love hearing the stories. We believe that other people's stories are a way to motivate other people to doing great things. You know what I mean? So
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but that's how we learn. You know what I mean? We are all inspired by somebody else's story. So let your story be an inspiration to somebody else. I'm your host, Royalty. You know what I'm saying? And every episode, we will take time to sit down with local artists, not just those here, you know what I mean, in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to the Valley, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm a boy from the city. I'm a foe lover. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the foe. But shout out to the Valley, you know what I mean? But we gonna take time to sit in with local artists and explore their journeys, you know what I mean? Talk about their upbringing, life experiences, and all the different things that come with us as artists and, you know what I mean, our creative expression. You know what I mean? And like I told you today, I'm excited to be joined by DZE Like RZA. You feel what I'm saying? How do you present yourself? You know what I mean? Do you present yourself as a rapper, an artist, a hip hop? Like what? Like how do you per se?
I guess yeah, a rapper. I would say. I've said artist as well here and there. I've also, you know, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper, but definitely feel like I'm a rapper at heart. So
rapper at heart, exactly, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am here with DZE Like RZA. You know what I'm saying? A rapper. You know what I mean? Born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Born and raised.
I've had a chance to check out, you know, a few of your songs. You know what I mean? I've had the chance to, you know, hit the stage with the brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bless
links
the
up on the
stage
open
with the
mic.
brother.
Sometimes you feel me?
You know what I mean? So I've been able to take a look into, you know, some of your journey where you talked about things like JUCO, you know, playing JUCO ball and and all this different stuff. And I want you to be able to talk to the audience about that today. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna unplug, and I'm gonna let you plug in and go ahead and talk to the people. First of all, I want you to give them an introduction. Who you are, man?
Okay, so what's good with y'all, everybody? My name is DZE Like RZA. Really, you can just call me Dizzy. You know how like A Boogie with the hoodie got A Boogie with the hoodie is really just A Boogie, but with the hoodie is, you know, kind of the extra. The Like RZA is just so people don't call me DZE. You know what I mean? So they understand it's Dizzy Like RZA, how RZA do, you know. But yeah, that's kind of where I got the name from. But yeah, born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. You know, pops and them from Michigan. You know, started with the engineering, mixing, and mastering, and everything. I've been doing music forever since I was in 5th, 6th grade. So,
right, and right. See, that's where the story begins. That's where it get deep at.
Right.
5th, 6th grade. Like, so what was the inspiration behind it? Where does your creative expression come from?
It was a lot actually. So it was like 2 different kind of paths. I feel like so. One of them was like more of a parody. We were writing raps about like foods and like on the little school news. We had to keep.
That's
like,
how we all
know,
start.
School appropriate and shit. You know what I mean? Like little.
You get in a group in the elementary class for math, and it's like make a song about something mathematic. Y'all
exactly.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Bro,
that's how I started, right? But also in the church too. You know what I mean? We was I came up real religious and stuff like that. So my mama she actually didn't even let us listen to like hip hop and rap and like that. We had to come up on like the Radio Disney, and you know I was big on Kurt Franklin and stuff like that.
Right.
My big sister, she's the one that slid me my first like little mixtape behind my mama's back with hip hop on it with a whole bunch of the East Coast shit. It was like Busta Rhymes, DMX, Jadakiss. I had some Eminem too, you know. But like that's like those like my first rappers, and I was like, oh yeah, it's over with, mom. I can't do the Radio Disney no more. It just ain't hitting no more. But yeah, so
yeah, that's pretty much how it was with me too, bro. Born and raised, grew up in church.
Yeah.
Probably singing since I was probably like 4, 5 years old. You know what I mean? As long as I can remember.
I can
you know
tell
what I mean?
too.
Like,
yeah, the choir. Yeah,
right. So it's like it's one of them things where I'm like, man, like music has always just been in me. You know what I mean? And that's what separates. You know what I mean? The talented from the gifted. You know what I mean? You got those who learn how to do this, and you got those who just know how to do. Like I can't tell you. Nobody's never taught me this. You know what I mean? I just
and like that's. I feel like I've like with the whole rap, it just like kind of progressed like so naturally and so fast. Like I had homies show me in like the structure kind of thing. Like okay, like you're hard. Like you need to start structuring your verses 4 bars here, and then like you put too many syllables or words in your flow and stuff like that. And then, like,
wait. Let me stop you.
It's time.
Let me stop you right there.
Time.
Because it was crazy. Because me and my brother was just having a conversation about this, and like. I don't understand like how people feel that they can tell people like the right or wrong way to do it. You know what I mean?
No, 100.
Like, nobody told Van Gogh like, bro, that's not how you stroke the paintbrush.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like nobody said
right.
that, bro. Like nobody's told Tupac like, nah, bro, replace that word and put that word there. Like, you know what I mean? So who is somebody to tell you what you need to do? You know what I mean? And that's how I feel when you go to some of these like reviews or you like, you know how you get online and people be like $20 send $20 in with your song.
Yeah, on TikTok and all that.
Yeah, but like, who are you to tell me that my stuff is bad? Like, I understand you telling me what I can fix. I understand you telling me like your opinion of what you think.
Right,
Oh, bro, I just
different.
would have did this, I would have did that. But who are you to try to like kill my dream and shoot it down because
exactly, bro. Like that's you know what I mean. Kind of, I had to kind of fight that shit my whole life type shit. I feel like that's what kind of made me. And it was low key like detrimental at one point. It could make you like a perfectionist kind of thing. Not wanting to drop this and that, but I had to get past all that.
Preach.
I'm saying,
preach, bro. Preach.
Oh my God.
Preach.
Had to get past all that shit.
For
real,
like, bro,
this
man.
is what I like. This is what I want to put out, kind of thing. And yeah, bro, that shit, it'll get to you though.
That's pretty dope. So that, from the way you talk, and you sound like you've had moments where, you know what I mean, you may have like almost doubted, you know what I mean, doing this. Almost doubted your craft.
Yeah, for sure. There's been times doubting the craft, and then not even the craft necessarily, just like I guess just like the whole passion too, where it's like, man, if it's not gonna be like this, nigga, it's just like, nigga, I don't do it. It's gonna be like this, but nah, just with maturing and stuff like that, understanding this more the business side and stuff like that. I feel like I understood the game, but just coming in, it definitely was like, damn, I don't even want to do this here and there. And I feel like that's why there's like some gaps in between my music with the time periods I dropped, but it's definitely something I had to overcome.
How you and that rolls right into the next one. Like what methods do you use? You know what I mean, to overcome that slump? Because I know, you know, for a fact I've been in situations, man. You know what I mean, just recently coming out of situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it was just hard, bro, to put that pen to the pad. You know what I mean? It was real hard to just find what to say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or everything just seemed like it didn't fit.
Right as well. Yeah.
I don't know. I not necessarily the writer's block. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like I couldn't write.
Right.
It just was like everything that I wrote, it wasn't me. Like it was just like, this don't fit. Like
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
I can show you. I can show you the pad, and you'll be like, it's thousands, bro. It's thousands of rhymes, bro. And I'm like, I can't use none of this, bro, because this ain't me. You know what I mean?
I went through that too, bro. And that takes real like self perspective, bro. You gotta really, because there's a time when I'm like, I feel like I'm only writing diss tracks, and I'm like, bro, I don't want every track to be. You know what I mean? I like started writing the track and I feel myself drifting off into talking about. I'm like, bro, why am I going from talking about a female into, you know, bringing the niggas into like bro, like I need to take my time and go ahead and.
Right, bro. Listen, and them the struggles that like we don't talk about. Like, you know what I mean? That's that's the Artist Unplugged part of it. You know what I mean? Is the fact that like people really don't understand, man. Like
that's real, bro.
You would think it come easy. You know what I'm saying? But even if you don't hear it in every lyric, because that's one thing that I can tell people. Like, I'm not one of them dudes that you can listen to every one of my songs and you can match the emotion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I've been in some dark places where I wrote some lit tracks. You know what I'm saying? But like,
that's true.
That's where also you have to understand where does the inspiration behind your music come from. You know what I mean? That's where you have to understand what's your lane. You got to understand what's your avenue. Right. Where you supposed to be at. What you supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are just copycats. You know what I mean? They mock copies. They, you know what I'm saying? They just out here. Yeah, they see whatever's going on. They trying to jump on the trend. And it's like, nah, bro. You need to find you. Once you find you, bro, you find your art.
That's right.
Once you find you, bro, you lock into your creativity. You know what I mean? And then when you get away from you, you know what I mean? You got to know how to get back to you. Right. And that's where, you know what I mean? Me as an artist, you know what I mean? I've grown a lot. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to get lost, bro. You know what I mean?
It really is.
And sometimes you gotta unplug, bro. You gotta tap out from reality. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
I just went through it, bro. Like, no Facebook, no Twitter, X, no Instagram, no nothing. You know what I mean? And you know how. You know what I mean? Like you said, how detrimental that could be, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
To your
career.
I
just got my Facebook back this year, bro. I wasn't.
Come on, bro. Me too.
Years, bro. Crazy,
Me
bro.
too,
I used to be bad. Like 4 or 5 years ago, bro. I would like, you know, take big ass hiatus. I'm talking about put the phone down and nigga, I'm going. Like, you know, I'll take having my mama and whatnot, but everybody else, nigga, I'm shit.
Yeah, listen, bro. I trust me. I know. But it's needed.
Yeah. No,
sometimes it's needed, man, because you got to get back to you. You know what I mean? And I'm at a point in my life right now where I feel like, you know what I mean, I'm back to myself. You know what I mean? I'm back in my space. I'm back in my zone. I'm back doing the things I love to do. And not only am I back in the space where I, you know, doing the things I love to do, but bro, I'm back doing it at a high caliber. You know what I'm saying?
Like, better than ever.
Better than ever. You know what I mean? Feeling like I'm doing it better than ever too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it feels like.
So, but yeah, bro. Let's talk about that though. Like, where does your creative expression come from? Like, what is the inspiration behind your music?
There's a lot. I feel like, but I guess if I want to like channel in on like this specific time period and like the Hanging Giants and everything, like this whole era, this DZE era right now is definitely like my comeback era. It's like definitely like a.
So when you say DZE era, did you go by something else before that?
Nah, it's always been DZE like since it's always been DZE, but I guess like I want to like, you know how rappers have their different eras. Like they were saying, okay, you know, Drake came in with more of his like what was it, the Best I Ever Had era. Then he went to Quentin Miller era. You know, different kind of. I feel like this era is definitely more of like the comeback kind of, you know what I mean? Like, Give Me My Flowers kind of. I feel like even my album that I'm planning like in the future is called Tell Me I'm Pretty, but you know that's like the whole, you know, like nigga, you know, I want to hear it type of shit, nigga, like that's what it is.
And so when you talk about like in this era, what comes with this era? You know what I mean? Are you seeing a different level of growth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you seeing is there a specific message that you're trying to get across? Like how are you actually coming?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like this is like just me actually giving myself a shot. I feel like I've never fully pushed on the whole promotion and the popping out to different shows and the open mics and, you know, just showing my face and just, you know, just doing the whole rap, the whole, you know what I mean, the whole thing, the whole grind. I feel like it may have been more like internet, SoundCloud drop-in or just music. I feel like, yeah, it's always been more online drop-in. I've pushed out to different blogs and stuff like that, but just like a local presence and showing my face and actually, you know, standing on what I say and shit like that. I feel like it's that kind of era.
Okay, so you what you saying? You never really put yourself out there with the music like that. Like you,
Yeah, exactly.
you
I
dropped
should.
it online, but
Right.
like really taking it to a level of like, you know
Exactly.
what, I'm trying to like make this serious.
Yeah,
right.
like, never, you know, dropped a couple ads and stuff, but it's never been, you know, like, okay, let me actually push this like it should be pushed.
So when did you realize that, you know, that this art, you know what I mean, that you're doing, you know what I mean?
Right.
When did you realize that it's not a hobby anymore? Like, well, now that it's becoming a hobby. You know what I
Right.
mean? This is not something that I'm just, you know, doing for the fun now. This ain't
Right.
just for TikTok no more. We ain't just
Nah.
doing it for the Vine
Nah,
no
nah,
more,
nah,
bro.
you feel me?
We ain't just doing it for the Vine.
Trying to make it out.
Exactly.
But nah, this like, you know, niggas getting. I'm about to be 31 in November. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
shouts
So
out
nigga,
to you,
know
bro.
what I mean? Nigga had my
Shouts out to you.
first daughter. You know what I mean? She 5, just started kindergarten this year. So.
Yeah, accomplishments.
That's what
Touchdown,
it
I
is.
just made
So,
a play.
you know,
See, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
what it is.
You
Touchdown.
feel
Dead
me?
ass. My nigga graduated from audio engineering school and whatnot in like 2021. So
So, man, listen, man.
yeah, I feel like it's time. Right? Yeah. Start with that.
Shouts out to Dizzy, man.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
it
appreciate
move.
it, my nigga,
And it's
appreciate
that,
it.
bro. It's
Yeah.
those moments right there that make me mad, bro, because it's not enough people
On it.
in the world that celebrates small wins. You
That's
know what I
real.
mean?
That's real,
We
my nigga.
always want to pop out big. Hey, bro, I got a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm opening up for 2 Chainz. Like, ooh, shouts out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro. I'm opening
Right.
up with Dizzy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We hitting
Right.
the AZ Hip Hop Fest together. You feel what I'm saying?
nah,
Like,
I
it's
love
the
it.
small wins,
It's the small
bro.
shit. Nah,
It's
that
the
ass, bro.
small wins, bro. And when we learn to appreciate and we learn to celebrate those wins, bro,
Yeah.
it make the big wins that much greater.
It
Bro.
really does.
And it brings them to us. You know what I mean? If you're a believer, you know what I mean, in manifestation and powers like that and the law
Yeah.
of attraction, bro, then you know, like, you gotta be proud. You gotta be proud of moments like this, bro. You never know what
Nah, that
happens.
ass
You
though,
feel what
bro.
I'm saying?
You
I
gotta
tell
appreciate
people,
it
bro,
all.
listen, I drop these audios, bro. I drop these clips, bro. I don't know who hands they gonna fall into. But
real.
everything for me, I am a brand. I am
That's
it.
real.
I am the content. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you start to own that, bro, and you really start to embrace that and you push that, bro, like, I feel like that's where greatness happens. You know what I mean?
No,
And
deadass.
within art,
Deadass.
we all looking for greatness within art. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and you gotta stand on it. Stand on it,
That
bro.
ass. Man.
But yeah, bro, shouts out to you, man. See, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. You get platforms like this to unplug. How many people know that? Yeah, how many
Shit,
people,
nah,
be,
that ass.
you know what I mean? That first of all, this is putting yourself out there that people don't even know that about you alone. So
At
now,
all,
you,
nah,
now
yeah.
you able to open up and say like,
The
no,
whole
bro,
podcast.
like,
Yeah, I'm still even newer with the whole podcast and interviews kind of thing this year. I think I did an online podcast a little earlier this year. This is probably like one of the biggest first one I did too. So off bro, shout out to you.
yeah, man, no
My
doubt,
nigga,
bro.
you already know.
But yeah, bro, and like I said, who know that? So when I'm hearing you, me personally, you know what I'm saying, keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hear you mix and master. You see what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro, I hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we get a real one, bro, we gonna go over here to the real. Like, bro, you
Right.
got a degree.
Yeah,
You
no,
feel
that's
me?
real.
You know what you doing. Like, you
Right.
gotta speak on it, bro.
Right,
You gotta
100.
stand on that, bro. Otherwise, ain't nobody gonna know, bro.
That's real.
Don't dim your light. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Don't shade your truths. You know what I'm saying, bro? Be honest and be open and stand on what you is. Stand on what you believe. You see,
That's real.
you approach me, you meet me, I tell you straight up, bro. No,
Yeah.
bro, I do this rap shit, but I'm a counselor. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Yeah,
I'm
let
mental
it
health
be
to the
known
core,
type
bro.
shit, yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
do
mental
gotta
health
start.
to the core, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all about getting this right. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got this right, ain't nothing gonna be right. You know what I mean? So you gotta
That's-
stand
yeah.
on what you believe in,
Definitely
man.
standing on that, you know what I mean, and standing on your accomplishments, not like letting people dim it for you or look at it like, oh, he's boasting or whatnot. Like, nah,
Come
nigga,
on, man.
This took like damn near all my life to get kind of thing. So
That's
nigga,
that
I work
conversation.
for this shit.
That's
so.
that conversation I have with people where it's all about perspective. You know what I mean? Looking at things from a good light and a bad light.
Right.
Just look at it in a light.
Exactly.
Look at it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? No, you not boasting or nothing, bro. You worked hard for it, so why not talk about it? Why not show it? Don't let somebody, unaccomplished tell you that you shouldn't be accomplished. Like, no, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's just me, bro. That's just that's my little rant. You gonna get me fired up in here, bro. Right, exactly, bro. You gonna get me fired up in here, bro. And people know I get fired up. It get fired up. But man, I want to talk a little bit about your upbringing, man. You know what I mean? Especially being somebody, from the city. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the foe.
Right.
How was it, coming up in the valley? Because now I'm popping out. I'm seeing it's a lot of artists.
Right.
But when you talk to a lot of these artists, a lot of them, come from different regions of the world as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially recently, it's been a lot of people moving out here. That's
right. So like in the Midwest, though, I know, bro, it's a rapper, on every corner.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's just, we either making it through music, through sports, or in the streets. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
These are the only ways up out of here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's right. I feel you.
Well, when coming up in the valley, bro, talk to me a little bit about your upbringing and how does that, really inspire your art and your creativity?
Okay, so yeah, bro, I was born and raised in Phoenix. My pops, he's real country. He's always been like a real country. Older. He's always been like an older pop. Like right now, he's almost 80 right now. So he's always had like that country mindset. He come from St. Louis. All my people, my twin sisters and stuff, they back Midwest and whatnot. My mom and them, they came from Texas and moved to like Eloy, Casa Grande area. So that's like right kind of on the way to Tucson. So coming up, we was like on Southside Phoenix. I remember they was like burning trash cans and stuff like that. I remember like that's like when it first started. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say first started getting bad because I wasn't around beforehand, but it was bad over there to where they moved to the west side.
And what we talking about?
This is a Southside Phoenix.
So y'all hear that, right? Coming from DZE Like RZA, you feel what I'm saying? You be cautious of the south side of Phoenix.
Southside was by South
real.
Mountain, Broadway kind of thing.
It gets real.
Around the first area I
real.
brought up, yeah, I remember.
In the south side of Phoenix, it gets real.
Yeah. Shout out a lot of my cousins and whatnot. You know what I mean? Cujo Red, all them boys from the south side.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we moved. We moved from the south side because there was trash cans. Like I said, there was a whole bunch of fights and stuff like that, little race fights and shit. My cousins and whatnot being ran home and shit. Some of them. So yeah, we moved to the west side on that around that time, around Bicentennial, like 67 Bethany. That's kind of the area I grew up around.
Is that around the time where you started like is that 5th, 6th grade time? Like
that's where I was at 5th, 6th grade Bicentennial.
So now like let's get away from the nursery rhymes and the commercial ads.
Right.
And like what is your first memory of creating like the first song that you was like, bro, I'm putting this on the internet. Like people need to hear this.
The first one, I remember, I don't know if we put it on the internet, but I know it was like a talent show. Me and the homie at the time, it was like a song, I think it was called like Say What's Up, and Say What's Up to you, homie, to the left. Say What's Up to you, homie, to the right.
That's the memory because them the ones that stick, boy.
But yeah, I for sure, we did that one at the talent show. And it kind of just went from there, you know what I mean? We was like, okay, nigga, I'm tired of rapping about food. Let's make art,
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely went from there.
And did you pop out for the fam? Like, did you let the fam like, this is what I want to do? Like when you presented that off to like moms now, I'm like, hey. Yeah. Like I said, this is what we looking at the shift now. Like now this is just something where you starting to ask moms to buy like microphones for the computer and stuff, and she like, what you need all this for? Like I'm rapping.
You know what I mean? See,
I'm rapping. That's what I'm doing. I'm rapping.
I never even had any microphone, no recording equipment or anything until I went to school. I was always put up to my boy's house. You know what I mean? So and like I think she knew we was rapping and all that, but it was still. It was never like it was still light at the time. Like I was like, I think I said something like, "Oh, why y'all cussing? That's something you want your mama to hear." You know what I mean? I was trying to kiss up to her and whatnot and shit, but it was still. I know my pops, he wasn't having it. He still, like probably up to like a few years ago, wasn't really fucking with the rap. Still,
Right. Listen, I'm glad you did touch base on that one thing because I love to hear artist history of the come up. You feel me? This is the segment of Artist Unplugged where we gonna call it the come up. You feel me? This is the come up, bro. Talk to me about the original days when it all first started. Like literally when, like bro, like the original days for me when it first started, bro. Me and my boy, you know what I mean. Shout out Big Way Styles, you know what I mean. 414 for life, rest in peace, my brother, man. Shout out Big John, shout out Low. You feel what I'm saying? Like these was the days, bro, where we was taping the microphone to the wall, bro. Like, and it wasn't even, it was a computer, USB microphone, bro. We would wrap a do-rag around it for the pop filter, bro. Like, and we was in there real life with like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just get in there kind of
they like, shh, like, like, bro, listen, bro, the struggle days was real, bro.
Nah, dead ass, bro. I'm always like, I literally walk to my homie's house every time. That's where we would record. My homie's house, pull up until he had like a little computer room, and like he was all in the engineer shit. You know what I mean? He's the
that was me. I was the tech guy.
Yeah, he was all in the
engineer
shit. So all I did was write and shit like that. So, we had, it was like I remember like 3 of us at one time. I like had wrote like one of the other verses kind of things. So I was definitely big on the writing. I wrote the hook and shit. So yeah, but yeah, the parents that was, it was like I had to definitely like ease it into them, and then once I did like let my mama know I was like on rapping and stuff like that, that's when she was oh yeah, you can rap for the church, you can rap, you know what I mean? So
you know that's what moms all do. Shout out my moms, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out to moms. You can always write a song for the church.
Right, kind of thing. So that's how that kind of got started, but you know. I did a couple. I ain't gonna lie. So.
For the church?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong, bro. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. All praises.
Oh yeah,
to the Most High.
Yeah. I didn't mean no, definitely. Yeah, all praises to the Most High. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like at the time. I meant like at the time I was like
no, I feel
more
you.
embarrassing kind of thing.
The boys
like
called you corny. You feel what I'm saying?
Not even corny. I guess I didn't know the words, kind of the you know what I mean. But I found them, but it was just harder for me to write like a rap back then. In the church rap at that age, like now I can, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say also I think like, you know what I mean, if the understanding back then is like what it is now, like to what church music really is, like, right? It's a different perspective on it now to where I feel like all of us can write one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Just Will Smith that joint. Don't say
you know
a curse.
What I mean?
Don't curse, bro.
That's what it was.
Curse,
and it's like even like Kurt Franklin and stuff. Like the more
this is
Kurt
the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta do it like
that's
Will.
What it is. Not
this
like
is the
70s, 80s rappers and shit like
real.
that. Went to the store and I got a drink. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey, for real, bro. Moms done vibe with that.
Real.
Hey, so look, being an artist comes with, you know, a lot of ups and downs. What do you say has been the hardest part in your journey so far? Like, what's been the hardest part, and you know, tell the people how you know, overcame it.
I guess really the hardest part for me, it was just understanding the music game, understanding, you know what I mean, just everything that goes into it, like the business part, the aspects and stuff. You know what I mean? Just kind of when you first get started, you kind of, you know what I mean. You want to gravitate towards the good rappers and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, I want to tap in over here, I want to tap in over there, but you just got to understand the politics and the business side and stuff like that. I'm saying.
I feel you. I didn't know too much about it either when I came in, and I believe as kids that happens a lot. You know what I mean? We don't see that part. The only thing we really see is the fact that, you know what I mean, this is what we want to do. Right. You know what I mean? We want to be that athlete. We want to be that rapper. We want to be that painter. We want to be that designer. We want to be that lawyer. We want to be that judge. Whatever it is that we want to do, we only see the big picture. We don't realize, you know, what comes behind it. You know what I mean? And that's the same when it comes down, you know what I mean, to hearing an artist like DZE Like RZA, you know what I mean, when he comes and he sits down with T-Time, Artist Unplugged, to give us his spiel, you know what I mean, and let us know about his upbringing, you know what I mean, and it's just a roll call and a shout out to all artists, you know what I mean, as we all have a story behind our art, we all have something to tell, you know what I mean, there's a reason why, you know, all of us are choosing to do what we choose to do. And as we wrap this up, DZE, I got one final question, you know what I mean, that I want to wrap every show up asking every guest, and that question is, if your art could speak for itself, what would it say?
Tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, coming soon.
Yeah. But you know you gotta explain that for the folks out there.
Right.
You know, it's some deaf, dumb, blind people out there, but you got to break it down for them.
Right. Right now.
Yeah, you gotta break
No. Nah, shit, I thought we was rolling out. Shit, I thought we was fading
No,
out.
you got to break that down.
But no, yeah,
bro.
so yeah, tell me I'm pretty is definitely like it's like my way of saying like give me my flowers kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like so sometimes you like niggas gotta let you know, like, you know what I mean? Or you gotta let these niggas know kind of thing. That's what it is. Off that one Fairly Odd Parents episode with when Timmy was chasing Trixie kind of thing, and like he had the horn, like she just wanted to hear it. Like, tell me I'm pretty. You know what I mean? It's like kind of.
Is that where the concept came from?
Low key, like, yeah, like my whole cover art is a whole like kind of like a play on the Fairly Odd Parents and shit like that.
You
so
lucky this is my first soul, bro, and I wasn't able to get my laughter button.
Oh, we get
but for just for you, I gotta make sure I get the motherfucker gots, because I got it, bro.
Yeah.
So I guess Dizzy, you know, want to end this episode by telling y'all, make sure y'all let him know he's pretty.
Nah. Nigga need the flowers. Nigga need them flowers. Yeah, throw them at him. Know what I mean? Throw them out. Nah, I just said, nah, shit. Either or, shit. You know what I mean? Shit. Either or.
Nah, we fucking with you, man.
Nah,
And I want to thank you, man. I want to thank you, Dizzy. You know what I'm saying, for unplugging with us, bro.
Yeah.
It can be a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people are more comfortable than others to be able to sit down and tell. You know what I mean? They all and really give the story behind their art, because it becomes very sacred to you. You know what I mean? It becomes something very personal to you. Definitely. You know what I mean? As you've seen that, you know, one of our most recent shows that we did together where I broke down, you know what I mean? Because it's just so much that goes behind the track that I performed. That was the last video that I did with bro, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it just hit a little different, you know what I mean? So I want to thank you, you know what I mean, Dizzy Like RZA, you know what I'm saying, for unplugging with us.
Definitely. I appreciate you having me, man. Nigga. She was dope. She was lit.
Taking the time to share some of your story with us. For those that's listening, make sure you follow and support Dizzy Like RZA. You check the name right there, you know what I mean? Right
Dizzy
below
like RZA,
my boy.
Chief Dizzy, all social media.
Oh, you know? for sure, man. Where else can they find you at, man?
Chief Dizzy on all social media, Dizzy Like RZA, all streaming platforms, YouTube and all that. Yeah, I'm on everything. Spotify, Apple Music.
All right, man. And to our listeners, because we're going to have to take them out on a good note. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. It ain't no better note than to take them out with our guest, Dizzy Like RZA, man. What's the song? No Stress.
No stress.
Because we ain't got no stress. For our listeners, don't forget to subscribe, share this episode, and join us next time.
It's time for tea time.
As we continue to uncover the stories behind the art on Artist Unplugged. I'm Royalty. And until next time, stay creative, stay inspired, stay unplugged.
It's time for tea time.
I'm not human, nigga, no, not at all. Nose of the streets, nigga, not at all. I ain't one mellow, but it's time to aim. Yeah, nigga, it's time to ball. Shout out to the niggas that pick you up, but let you fall. Cap locks on, cause holding shift takes too long. Try to go back to erase the shit I do wrong. Can't move wrong, the nigga, I don't need the passenger. Not in the street, but pull strings like the vacuum stuff. Spit like he daffy duck, they lightweight, styrofoam, XY, chromosome, mandate, stand on.